Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining me today. My name's Ryan Power, and today I want to bring you this presentation on how to build a kick-ass marketing machine for your beauty business without spending a fortune. In fact, you know what? You can put this system in place without spending a single penny because it's free. Yes, it's free to put this system in place, and believe me, it can catapult your marketing and ultimately your business to a whole new level. Now, before I get started, it's been one of those days today. This is actually our first ever, or it was supposed to be our first ever live webinar that we were going to put out. However, would you believe, halfway through the live recording and broadcast of said webinar earlier today, my broadband decided that it would like to cut off entirely, and then proceeded to be down for about an hour and a half, meaning halfway through the call, everything dropped. So if you were one of the people, and there are 100 people had registered, if you were one of the people on that call, then I am so sorry. I'll just make this the best I possibly can for you. I'll try and add as much value as I can by way of an apology. I thank you for sticking with me, and thank you again for that. I'm so sorry, but let's press on because I really am excited to be bringing this to you today. So without further ado, let's crack on. So this is how to build a kick-ass marketing machine for your beauty business without spending a fortune. Now, so first and foremost, my goal for today is thus. I want to show you how to put a marketing machine or system into place in your business, one which grows as your business grows and ensures that your diaries are never ever empty. Now, does that sound like a good goal to you? I hope you will agree. However, this is a webinar with a difference. Now, maybe you've seen webinars before. Maybe you've watched hundreds. Maybe this is your first video presentation. I don't know. But this is unlike anything you've ever seen before because I have got nothing for sale. Nothing, nada, nout, zilch, zilcho, absolutely diddly squat for sale. So put your credit cards away. I can see you reaching for your purse or your wallet. Get that credit card back in there now because there is nothing going to be for sale. And why? Why is there nothing for sale? Well, this is my first one. And as I mentioned earlier, it was a terrible disaster in all honesty. And however, this is simply the re-recorded version of that so that people could still enjoy it. I really just wanted to test the software. The software worked, my broadband connection didn't. So I thought a good way to do that test would just be to teach some amazing content and share an idea with you which you can adapt for your own business. And as I mentioned earlier, it won't cost you a penny to do so. So who am I? Some of you might know me. Many of you will not. That's me. I'm Ryan. Maybe you know me, maybe you don't, but I am a beauty business coach. I help beauty business owners to realize their dreams, whatever that looks like to them. What does it look like to you? Do you want to earn more money? Do you just want to have more time off? Employ more staff, open another 3 salons, whatever it looks like to you, I help people realize those dreams. But I know what you're going through because I am also a beauty business owner just like you. My wife Hollie and I own a day spa in sunny Bournemouth, and therefore, believe me when I say I do know the experiences that you're also going through with your day-to-day business tasks, which I think makes me rather well qualified to give advice on it. Now, something you might not know about me, because very few people do, is I'm also a 2-time wedding officiant. Yes, I am a bona fide wedding officiant. I've actually married 2 couples legally, one here in the UK and one in Houston, Texas. Not many people can say they have married a couple of people in Houston in Texas, but I can, completely legal, and I'm delighted to say that both of those couples are still very much going strong. I am 2-0 with my 100% record, so that's a little thing you might not have known about me. I'm also a one-time boxer, probably will remain as a one-time boxer as well, I think. I wanted to do something which pushed me miles out of my comfort zone. I'm very much a lover, not a fighter, and I decided to jump in the ring to really push myself to see what I could achieve. I can't say I'm in a great hurry to do it again, but I did raise best part of £1,500 for cancer research when I did it. And lastly, I'm also a lover of hummus, Lego, and Adidas trainers. So if you ever draw me in a Secret Santa, you will know what to get me. So that's a little bit about me. But why should you listen to me? Well, I have helped to grow lots of beauty businesses, including our own. Hollie and I have got a full spa with multiple diary columns filled each and every day. Waiting list of people to get in. We've got a dozen loyal, amazing staff. We take multiple foreign holidays every year. We live in a beautiful big home. Hollie only goes into the spa to work 1 day per week. And how have we managed to do all of that? Well, we've done it because our marketing works. And I'm not just talking about the physical marketing, but the system that we have in place. Now, please do not misunderstand and do not get me wrong here. We have done a lot of things wrong. Loads of stuff we didn't work. Loads of it cost us money. Loads of the campaigns were complete failures, which bombed horribly. But we know this because we tried stuff and we tested it. And that's what you've got to do in your business. You have to try new stuff. We've had the spa now for about 10 years almost since Hollie opened the spa. And in that time, we have discovered a few things. First and foremost, what works now will not work in the future. What we do now isn't the same as what we did when we started. In fact, it's not even the same as we did 6 months ago or even 3 months ago, because business and technology moves just so fast now. You must evolve. You must be seeking out the next thing to see where the future goes, because if you are stuck in your ways, you are going to be left behind. Now, additionally, you cannot be reliant on just one marketing channel, especially if you don't own the traffic. And what I mean by that is if you're getting all your business from Facebook, then you do not own that traffic. That is Facebook's traffic, okay? If you look at your Facebook page site, it is www.facebook.com/XYZ. It is Facebook's traffic. You do not own that traffic. If Facebook move the goalposts, change their algorithm or what have you, all of that traffic can be gone in an instant. That is exactly what happened to lots of people who relied on MySpace for traffic, which was one of the biggest social media networks at the time. And then overnight, it just completely vanished. If you were a band who were reliant on MySpace for bookings, then believe me, you're going to be a drummer with skinny kids now, because that obviously collapsed rather quickly indeed. Now, additionally, you have to test. I just mentioned this, but you've got to be prepared to try new stuff. You do not know if something is going to work or not until you try it. Okay, it is as simple as that. All right, you think you might know if it's going to work or not. Believe me, you don't until you try it. You are not your customer, and that is something which is really, really important to understand. Now, this wouldn't be a webinar or an online video without a disclaimer, because you've got to say it, okay? So I do have to let you know that our results are not necessarily typical. We have been doing this for quite a long time now, nearly 10 years with the current business. And if you're looking for a silver bullet, then I'm sorry, but you are not going to find one here. Get rich quick schemes do not exist. there is no substitute for hard work. You have to put the work in to get great results, and it is a sustained effort that gets results. I believe that luck is a dividend of sweat. And do you know what? I find the harder I work at something, the luckier that I get. You ever find that in life? You've got to put the work in. There is no such thing as an overnight success. We have worked damn hard for a long time to get where we are now. But, and here comes the good news, success does leave tracks. Now, you know what, this is actually a breakthrough for us, and I've spoken about this in a previous video. I've told the story before of when we were at a marketing conference, at least 5 years ago now, probably longer than that actually. And the idea of copying what worked for other people was suggested. So you find people that have already got the results that you want, and you simply find out what they did to get those results, and you copy them. So, you know, and this was, I mean, it sounds, when now I say it, just so staggeringly simple. But, well, and that's because it is. But it was also profound, we felt. And actually, when we heard that everything changed for us. So we went out and we found people that had the results that we wanted. We found out how they got them, and we copied those, what they did in our businesses. And it worked. And what works for us can work for you too. And this is great news for you, because I'm going to tell you what has worked for us. And this can be a serious shortcut for you. And I hope that sounds good and your pencils are sharpened. All right, now, do you know what this is? Oh, well, there we go. There's a change of pace. Feel free to comment if you think you know what that is. I'll give you a clue. It's in Greece. It's rather old, and it's nearly as sunny in this picture as it is in Bournemouth today at time of recording. It is the Parthenon in Greece, which for all you history fans is a former temple dedicated to the goddess Athena. It was completed in 432 BC and is one of the world's greatest cultural monuments. Now, why am I showing you a picture of the Parthenon, you're probably thinking? Well, there's a good reason. Because your business is the same. And what exactly do I mean by that? Well, I mean that it is supported by pillars. The pillars of the Parthenon are 45 feet high and support that structure. And your business is supported by pillars too. Marketing pillars. You see? Without pillars of marketing, your business would come crashing down to its very foundation. And we do not want that, all right? So as you can see here, these marketing pillars hold up your business. And perhaps you're wondering, what the heck is a marketing pillar anyway? And that would be a good question. A marketing pillar is simply a channel of marketing. It's a way that you can attract customers into your business, or maybe re-engage existing customers too. So let me give you some examples. In fact, here are 42 of them to get your creative juices flowing. And this is not an exhaustive list by any stretch of the imagination, but here are some ways of attracting clients that you could consider to be marketing pillars. Email marketing, your website, affiliate marketing schemes, which means other people selling your services to their audiences, SEO or search engine optimization, blogging on your own website, guest blogging, that's when you put your words, your blog on someone else's site, posters, flyers, the radio, social media, and that could be another 10 just from social media. TV, newspaper and magazine adverts, newspaper and magazine editorials. That's where you get a write-up about your business in the magazine or newspaper. Banner ads, they're those little clickable adverts you see all over the internet. Your YouTube, paid advertising on social media. What about LinkedIn? Billboards, exhibitions and conferences, networking events, wedding shows, word of mouth, referral schemes, loyalty programs, eBay, Gumtree and other websites, business cards, joint ventures, maybe sponsorship of a community event. What about a wrap or advertising for your car or van, or an A-board outside your premises? What about branded clothing, direct mail, phoning up previous customers? What about pay-per-click advertising? Online directories, SMS text messages, press releases, podcasting, open evenings, VIP events, award ceremonies, speaking gigs, and even mobile apps. Woo! And that is not an exhaustive list. That is just some I thought of. Of course, you couldn't possibly do all of them in your business, but how many can you honestly say that you have tried? Honestly, how many of those ways could you say that you've actually had a pop at? 5, 10, 20, 2? You see, different people respond to different messages in different places. Not everyone is going to click on your Facebook ad. Not everyone reads magazines. Not everyone watches television. You will attract different clients in different ways. So, here's what I want you to do. I want you to review that list and just pick 5 off it. Or just pick 5 of your own. Now you know what a marketing pillar is. Pick 5 of your own if you like. 5 that you've either never tried before or only half tried, a bit of a half-arsed effort, maybe a long time ago. Now, listen up, because here is the important bit. Here's the system in place, all right? Here's what I want you to do. For the next 5 months, I want you to try 1 new marketing pillar, but only 1, not all 5, just 1. Okay? And here are the rules. It must be affordable and it must be trackable. So, if you want to, you might want to start with some of the freebies if money is tight. I said earlier, this marketing system is free. It can be, okay? This bit of it is completely free. Of course, you have to pay to do the advertising, but even some of those pillars are free. So if you want to start with the freebies, start with the free ones. This is not about spending thousands of pounds on pay-per-click or on Facebook ads, all right? This is not gung-ho marketing here. So choose 5 that you like, all right? And the first month, you're going to do 1 of them. Now, you must be able to accurately track whether or not it's working. No guesswork here, okay? So, if you are choosing, for example, a magazine advert, make sure that the link you're sending them to is unique so you can genuinely test whether or not that is working for you, all right? So, for example, let's say you put an advert in your local society magazine. Let's say you'd normally send all your traffic to www.thebeautyshop.com, let's say. If you are in your local society magazine, you might put the link in the magazine as www.thebeautyshop.com/society magazine. So then you know everyone who visits that page on your website must have come there from your ad, okay? Or you might run a promotion in that where they've got to mention a certain code, or they've got to mention something to get a discount or a freebie or something. And you need to track that, okay? You cannot be reliant on what people tell you, all right? You can't just ask people, oh, how did you hear about us? Because people won't know and they'll just make it up, all right? The other way you can do it is you can use tracking numbers. Invoco.net, www.invoco.net. Their company like that can set you up with a load of tracking numbers. You buy about 10 numbers, okay, all local numbers, and you put those different numbers on each of your different bit of advertising. They then track for you which phone numbers got phoned. Your main phone number is the only one that physically rings because they all get diverted, but then you can track your marketing. You can see which adverts are working. So for example, if you're running 2 ads in 2 different magazines, they would have different phone numbers, even if everything else about the ad is the same. And then you can see truly which publication is the best one to go in for you. Now, you might think that's all difficult. You might think it's expensive. It isn't. The numbers are very, very cheap indeed, all right? And your web guy can do different pages on your website for different types of publications for very, very little. It's very, very simple for them, all right? If you have to, if all else fails, you can ask your customers. But believe me, it will not be as accurate if you do it that way. Anyway, what you then do, you've got your one way you try it, and you run it for a month. No more, no less. 1 month. At the end of that month, you check to see if it's worked. How much did it cost you? Might be free if you're doing these free ones first. Versus how much new profit has it generated, okay? You must know your profit per treatment. It's not how much revenue has it brought in, how much profit have you made. Now, if it's worked, great. If it's brought in more profit than it's cost you, brilliant. You roll it over to the next month and you do it again. You might even want to increase your ad spend if it was a paid ad. If not, it doesn't matter. You just dump it, all right? And you don't do it again. And then the next week, you pick the next of your 5 things and you trial it again. Again, you do it on an affordable basis and you track it. The same principle applies. And then at the end of month 2, you again either keep it or you ditch it. You also check the first ad is still performing. And you do it every single month. And you keep trialing new methods on a small and manageable scale. And then, after your 5 months are done, boom! You've now got a trackable, reliable, predictable marketing machine. Hashtag winning. You might have, let's say you've been doing it for 6 months, you might have 3 winners and you might have 3 that haven't worked. Or maybe 4 that have worked and 2 that haven't, or whatever. But you'll be trying new stuff that you otherwise wouldn't. You could be sitting on a gold mine and not even know it. It might be that all of your customers are itching for you to get on Snapchat and you don't even know it. And you also are going to future-proof yourself, all right? Because what you're doing right now will not work forever. Everything evolves, okay? Everything evolves. You cannot get stuck doing what you're doing now. You must try new stuff. And you are going to be miles ahead of your competition because I promise you, I guarantee, unless they watch my stuff as well, they will not be doing this. It is manageable, it is affordable, and it is not overwhelming because you're only trialing 1 new thing per month. And if you want, just choose 5 free things. Choose business cards or, choose word of mouth. Choose asking for referrals properly. Just choose them. 5 things. If you want to do 5 freebies, you can. And then at the end of the 5 months, hopefully you'll have generated a bit extra money. So then maybe you can trial one of the paid ones. You choose what you want to trial. Right? I'm not going to say what you should or shouldn't do. But I do have one last question for you. Would you like a leg up? Would you like to know what Hollie and I have as our big 5, all right? Our turn 2 concrete pillars that we rely on. Now, we have tried lots on that list that I gave you earlier. And these 5 generate the best consistent returns for us. Well, I'm going to reveal those 5 next Friday, all right? And I have convinced Hollie to join me too. And together, we're going to reveal what works best for us. Plus, we're going to reveal 3 big secrets about marketing your business that no one else is talking about. And we're going to dispel some of the major myths around growing your beauty business, all right? Now, I have had to promise Hollie a slap-up meal out to get her to co-host this with me. So do not miss it. It does not happen very often, all right? Now, that is next Friday, which is Friday the 27th of April at 7 p.m. Now, you need to register for this because broadband working. It will be live. Now you need to go to www.holliepower.com/5pillars and you can register right now for that webinar. Now, there will only be 100 spaces available for that, and we did have 100 people register for this one today. That never happened. So I think that we will be busy for that one. Plus, as you probably know, Hollie is rather busy with a lot of new projects she has a lot on, and it's not that regular that I managed to convince her to come on live. So that is going to be a treat, one that you definitely will want to be here for, to tap into her insights as well. We have done a lot of testing over the years in our business because I see myself as a student of marketing, and we always like to try new stuff when it comes up. Some of it works, as I said earlier, lots of it doesn't, all right? Now, I want you to try this for yourself to see what works best for your business. But if you would like a leg up, or maybe you're just curious as to what has worked best for us in our spa, then I'm going to be revealing all of that, well, we both are, on Friday, the 27th of April at 7 p.m. Just go to www.holliepower.com/5pillars. I hope that it will be live and hassle-free, because I don't think I can take another stressful day like today. I will be launching something out of the window if that were to happen. So thank you ever so much. I hope you have enjoyed this presentation. Please, if you have, please let me know by giving this video a like. Please also do subscribe to our YouTube channel, given that you're here, because we do also put stuff out on YouTube sometimes, so you might as well give that a like whilst you're at it. So I've been Ryan. Thank you for your time today. I'm sorry again to anyone who tried to tune in live to the webinar. Hopefully this made up for it. I hope you've enjoyed that. Feel free to put any questions in the box below and I will check back and answer them. Or you can always email me. It's ryan@holliepower.com. Have a great day.